welcome back. Magic Farm with me, Sid, and been a little bit busy, not done a huge amount since the last episode, but I have built the road over to the Thaumcraft island, and done a few little tweaks over there, got the foundations planned out and such. So I'm going to continue working on that today, and the first thing I want to do is build a device called a drawbridge, which is pretty easy. Aluminium, blank cast, dispensers, got all of this ready in the old project table, so let's get that assembled. Aluminium brass, dispenser, redstone and bronze, and this will make us 3 of those, which is great. Let's clear that bugger out, the recipe thing. And I'm going to need some wood with me, so I've got that, but I'll just take a bit of this with me. I'm running heavy and been doing various bits and pieces, so what's the time? We've got time to get over there. So yeah, the plan is today to try and get the ground floor of the magic tower done, so to speak. And you know what I haven't brought with me? Oh no, I'm alright. I brought stuff. I'll probably find out I forgot something, but there you go. So yeah, didn't do anything fancy with the road. I just ran across the desert. There's a skeleton in that cave underground there for a change. Normally a zombie. And I am definitely, I've decided, going to build a... Did you just walk into that cactus? That was a bit stupid. Definitely going to build a combustion facility, a combustion engine facility over here using that. So that's one for possibly a future episode. And we'll just chunk on up here. Got my road in, and I'll show you the first change I've made, which was to take out... taken out this central thing and made it out of those bone fragments that I got from the nether last time. So yeah, I think that looks quite nice and daunting. And I've got myself my little plinth up here, which I do need to put in a bit of thing. Up we go. Okay, so on here I've made a small tower. It's only small, doesn't need to be huge, and this little outcrop here is going to be where I put my cauldron, because I realised that I've got wooden floor and the cauldron needs fire. Not a good mix, so yep, that's going to come out here, and this is going to be my safe interior bit. Mixture of fancy bone blocks, obsidian bricks, and fancy obsidian. These ones, obsidian brick. Why does that look different to that? Oh well, find that one out later. And a fancy obsidian brick. Okay. Incidentally, I also made myself a new pick. You recall I was having trouble digging the what's it called? The cobalt in the nether on the last episode, and I checked, and it was definitely the alumite that I used to dig that. So, as to why this wasn't working when I was down there, I really don't know. But I tried a cobalt pick, just went into creative and had a little bash with that, and sure enough, that worked absolutely fine. Right, let me just go back over there. I'm going to remove all this dirt. So this should come there. I'm going to have to eat the remains of my pork chops. Oh, steady. Right. These. The other thing I've also had a bash at is making some other food. So I made some of these ongiri rice balls just to see how they worked. Okay, so I'm going to put into here, let me have a look, I need 15 I think is the width across. Too many. Stick one in there. Stick that's. And you'll notice when I put into this slot, whatever block I put into there is basically it's a disguise. Stick. Sticks. In fact, make 4 levers just so I'm not filling my inventory up with too much crap. So if I pop that on there and just power that, bang, instant bridge. Switch it off, bang, more instant bridge. I didn't bring any redstone with me, did I? Knew I'd forget something. I'll 1, 2, 3, 15 and 1. And now obviously I'm going to power these off a single signal, but that is my plan there. Oops. Yep. And I need 15 more. Let me just change these into stone, and you want 1 in there. And 15. So that's going to be my bridge across. So basically I can come up, I can teleport up on here and come across here, flick a lever, and that will power across. Now I'm going to need to go and grab some redstone, so I'll do that now. When I'm back, I'll tell you these rice balls, utterly useless, half a hunch. So I am definitely going to have to do some farming and cooking. I've kind of been concentrating on building these last few episodes. So with my redstone now, maybe I can, I'm not sure, will this just go to do it? Nice automatic bridge. However, I do need this down. Obviously I can't have redstone exposed on the top there. Now, will this work? As everybody who knows me knows, Mr. Redstone, I am not. Oops. Yeah, if I do that. Right, where did I put that in my bag? Do one of them. Flawless. Pardon me. So whack one of those there. What do you reckon? Like that. That works for me, I think. Right. Love that. So then I need to cover that up, and this is where I start wanting to get creative. I don't think I've got enough to do it as creatively as I would like. So for the meantime, I'm just going to whack down my crafting station and do a bunch of these. So what I'm thinking, now I do need to take this out. Oop, there we go. And just whack a bit of any old crap in there. Whack that back on and check it still works. Does. Excellent. And then we can grab some of this and build our little platform. And then do something like that. And it'll do for now. I love that. That's brilliant. Anyway, I'll stop playing with with all of that stuff. I will want you. Oh god. Never carry an axe, and it's starting to tell. So the next thing we need to do is start building up this, and what I will need for that, I don't want you, don't want you, don't want you. I forgot the bloody gold nugget. Oh well, I'm not worried about that at the moment. Get rid of that lot and get out this lot here. That, no, not the seared brick, I don't need those, and the chisel. So if I stick one of those in there with a chisel, I'm getting obsidian brick, and then fancy obsidian brick. But why is this looking, that looks different, big time. Oh, at least I've got a fast chisel for this. Right, so there must be, I don't know if something's changed with Tinker's Construct in the last update, but that and that are the same, bizarrely. Anyway, that lot needs to be brick. And what I'll do is I'll take these out and replace them with the ones that it makes currently, because obviously I can't go using bricks that I can't make. I would love to know why that's changed, but we'll go with the dark. It's actually, in a way, I think that's probably more obsidian-y anyway. That looks a little bit too blue. Too blue? Don't know. Right, I'm going to rip this lot out, and I'll be back once we've got that done. Okay, right, I've done that. I had to sleep because the sun went down. So the next thing I need is to bring this up 1, 2. Well, that will do for starters. I may take it up 4. Have a 3 high room. 1, 2. I'm definitely going to need more of these guys, but I have been hunting skedies off camera, so I've got another 32 bones. I also got a rather nice sword off one of them, which was a bonus. Right, and then you're going to go up here, and up here, and then up like that, like that. Oh no. Oh. The only drawback to building with these things is being obsidian. They take an absolute age to break when you make a mistake. Doink. Doink doink. Doink doink. Bonk. Right. Out. Having a little bit of adjustment issues as well with playing Thaumcraft and this. I keep on forgetting what I can't. 2, 3, 4. What I can't do in the various games because they have their differences. So, for example, in Thaumcraft, I can't place blocks up in the air as easily. Certain things are affected by gravity, and so on and so forth. Right, so that's that. I'll grab a bit of dirt and nerd pole up. In fact, just leave myself a little step in there, because what I also need to do is a bunch of those into a bunch of those. I'll just leave the chisel in there. Key and dokie, we can go that lot and get up here. No, I think I'm going to have to be sparing with the bones. I know I can go and get more easily, but it's a pain. And as I say, I met some legendary mobs, so that wasn't overly enjoyable. But I may put those chiseled ones in as a layer across here. Let's have... I don't know how many I'll need. Make that many, see how we go. And up. Oh, come on, up, 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 up. Now this will probably end up being just a couple of stories high, and it's not going to be the fancy, even though I'm using all these piddly fancy bricks, it's not going to be too fancy. So what will I need? Another 4 more, please. Thunk. 1, 2, 3, 4, and obviously the next layer is going to take a load more time because I need to go and mine yet more obsidian, which is not my favourite activity in the world, to say the least. But these colours really are a bit bizarre, probably, oops, quite gross in some respects. But you know, I want something that looks mystical and has got that kind of rich, mad magician look to it. So I think that this will hack it. Let's just get that lot down. I'll pop a few torches on the roof just to stop it becoming a spawn city. Oh god. Boom. One there, one there, one there. That should do it. That should keep us relatively spawn free. Now, next silly question. What kind of door do I get out of these? An ordinary door. Figures. Different woods in this game, depending on the mod pack, will give you different styles of door. So, in fact, for the night time being, we'll do that. But I will probably try and find a better coloured door in the future, and that's going to have some flooring on the thing. Need some glass still. I think here. Oh no, I've got them out of the bag. Got some candles. I'm going to, as I said, I think in a previous episode, my intention is to not light this with torches, so it'll be either candles or night or once we get to that point. But that's the first level. I need to go and get some glass and figure out what the hell I'm doing over to dress this up a little bit, because at the moment it's a bit dull and the default texture pack is absolutely gross. And the other thing I need, because I forgot my gold nuggets and stuff to actually start doing Thaumcraft. So I'm going to take a pause now. I'll check the length of the video as well while we're at it, and go back and get a few bits and pieces that I need. And I'll see you in a moment. Right, I've got the bits I need to start doing Thaumcraft. It's another fine morning. I just slept, and let's get over here and make my wand, for which I will need a couple of a stick, Vis shard or any old shard, and a gold nugget to get my apprentice wand. Yay, we're on our way already. I should have some books in my bag of holding. I do. And if I remember correctly, to get my magic Thaumcraft book, I need to make a bookshelf. Place the bookshelf, doesn't matter where, and I forgot glass. Idiot. Oh well, do that off camera. I'll probably make some coloured glass, maybe, I don't know, purple, oh, things. And away we go. We've got the Thaumonomicon with all the bits. So the next thing we need to make is an arcane work table, which is basically a table with your wand. And tables are slabs and wood. Nice and easy. Thunk, 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 thunk. Table. So where am I going to stick that? I suppose we'll start over here and grab my wand. And there we go, we've got our arcane work table. So that's that. We'll shift this over. And we'll put that next to it. So we've got a normal work crafting workstation and arcane work table. Now the other thing I need to do is make the research station. So I think I'll get that done off. That's pretty straightforward. That is basically two of, where are we? Scribing tools is glass, bottle, feather and ink, which I haven't got with me, naturally. And I think if we then take those and combine them, we'll get there eventually. Click those on two of those, that will give us our research station, and we will need to do a crucible at some point, which is going to be that cauldron basically, and obviously we need a fire source, and I will probably go for the igniter that I used over there, which is again aluminium, pretty cheap to make. So we'll get one of those and then you can turn the fire on and off. Get the glass in here and maybe start planning what we're going to do on the second floor. I know I'm running to about 20 minutes or so now, so I'm probably going to draw this to a close. This is going to be my area for my crucible. Put my crucible over here-y kind of place. Some kind of board around here, and once we get to the point where we can make arcane jars and the essence filter thingies, we can then start collecting the various essences in the jars around here. And then the rest of the space here, all of this is going to be kind of like a weird arcane garden area. So we'll get some of those nether trees, glow shrooms perhaps. We'll build a little bit of living quarter up above here. And yeah, we'll continue building that. Now the other thing that I'm going to be concentrating on next episode is, well, the next few episodes, because there's probably more than an episode's worth, is going to be first things first, starting to pump this oil. And I don't have scaffold as the normal scaffolding blocks, which is a shame. So I can't build a really nice oil, well, I'm going to build some kind of oil rig derrick affair around that, pump it out into some more of those new tanks, and then use those to refine fuel and yada yada. Get myself 4 or 8 combustion engines. I think 8 would work if I can get the only problem is going to be getting the water into and the power into them all, and the liquid. So I'll work out a design and have those as like a redstone cube charging area. And wait for the world to load. And of course the other thing I need to do is make myself some food. I've got food. Food is not a problem. I just haven't been making it. So I'll get a stockpile of some reasonable meals done. Maybe come and visit these guys and breed them up and butcher a few. Yeah, you hear them panicking then. But I'm not sure. I've got wheat, that's all done. This hasn't been harvested for a while, so there's absolutely bucket loads of veg, rice. Breed a few more piggies, get some more pork chops, fish by the bloody ton. In fact, I haven't looked at those in about 4 episodes, so before we go, we'll finish up by going and just having a look at our fish situation. 56, 64, 50. May just get some of those cooked up for now. Fish for days. So, what we got here? Oh, I've got some more pork chops. There you go, you can cook. You can cook. And you can cook. Over charcoal, of course, you know, the only way to cook fish. Stick those in there for now. Yeah, so next episode get a bit more done, use some more of this clear glass and dye it, and we'll get on. And I've got a little bit of food left here. I think I've got 7 cherry pies, so that'll keep me going for a while, and plus I've got a brekkie or 2 there, I think. So anyway, until next time, see you soon, and have a good one. Bye for now.